Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you are having the best day. We wanted to just put on a little Valentine's special for you guys, and we got so many questions that we're so excited to answer. But first, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Get your glass of wine, because you know we have our glasses of wine. We got some macarons to munch on that are heart-shaped, and we are here for this Valentine's Day special. So cheers to you guys, and let's get on with the questions.
All right, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight, believe in the magic.
All right, so an overwhelming amount of questions first asked us, how did we meet? So we're gonna get some of the questions that we got, like probably 10, 15 of the same question. We're just gonna knock those off, right off the list. And yeah,
we get to some of those juicy ones later in the video when we've had a little bit of wine.
Oh my gosh, Tim asked for juicy ones, and some of you guys delivered. So, Mom, if you're watching, Lori, if you're watching, click out. Anyways, so how do we meet?
Well, back when I was in college, we happened to work together at a local community center. And we went about, what, 2 years without even like talking to each other, really?
Well, to be fair, I was in a 5-year relationship, and you know, I was in a relationship at that time, but then I got out of the relationship, and Tim was in a relationship too.
Yeah.
So basically we met working together, and Tim invited me on a cruise, and it was basically me and another girl and then all dudes. And we just started hanging out before the cruise because we wanted to get to know each other better as a group, and Tim and I just like clicked, we hit it off.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when we worked together, there was no interest whatsoever on both sides. Like, even when I was single and when he was single, like, there was no real
It wasn't
interest.
very long when I was single.
That's true. It wasn't very long. But it's just funny because we just didn't really get to know each other, and so we just didn't know that we vibed so well. But yeah, so that's how we met. Now, let's take a sip of wine.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you guys, the wine we're drinking is the Amore from Costco. So we're just having this tonight to celebrate Valentine's. And how do you like it?
It's good. It's a little bit sour, but not too bad. A little bit fruity.
Oh, I don't taste sour at all.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
It was just my first sip, but it's pretty fruity for sure.
I think it's just on the sweeter side for us.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a little on the sweeter side. So the next question kind of segues into what we were just talking about, and it says, it was from Christine. Did you both go to college? If yes, what are your degrees in? So Tim mentioned that he was in college when we were working together, and that's because I'm older than Tim.
What?
It's funny, a lot of people don't know that, but yes, I am 37 and...
I'm 34.
You're
But it's 2.5 years. Let's not get carried away, folks, okay? 2.5 years difference, not 3.
Yeah, he'll be 35 in June.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we both did go to college. We both went to Cal State Fullerton in Orange County, California.
Ironically, at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't know each other at that time. But when we both graduated with the exact same degree, which is business management. It worked out really well for both of us because it's helped me with YouTube and it's helped him with his career, and he's like really blossoming. Okay, so let's get into kind of a juicy question. Not so much anymore for us, but do you want more kids? A lot of people asked if we're gonna have a second kid. For those of you guys that are new, that don't know, Tim and I, for a long time, we're trying for a second baby, like 5 years long. We've had every test under the sun taken, and both of us are 100% healthy. So there was really no explanation to why we couldn't get pregnant. It did take us quite some time to get pregnant with Benson, 13 months. So long story short, after about 6 years, we've come to terms with the fact that we are with we have our one and only child, who is the most precious baby. And we are so happy and content in our life. So Tim, do you want to tell them why there will never be another baby?
Well, you know, when you go through really hard times trying to get pregnant, sometimes it's not worth the ups and the downs. Yes. And so we together made the decision that this is our family, and I got fixed. So it is just going to be the 3 of us.
For those of you that have been there and you've gone through it too, I'm sure you can sympathize and understand like the reasoning behind the decision to have Tim have the vasectomy. And that's really just to give us peace of mind, and we just want to move on with our life, and we don't want to surprise. I definitely didn't want like to be 45 and then like randomly become pregnant and have like a teenager and then a newborn. Like that just doesn't seem like something that I would like. And we both didn't want that.
It just wasn't worth it, and we went through hard times, and honestly, I think it's given us both so much peace of mind.
So much.
Knowing our future and knowing who our family is going to be, the full extent of us.
Yeah, and it's made our marriage so much stronger, and we are definitely on the same page, which brings me to the next question. So I'm going to take a little sip of my wine.
Another little sipperoo.
So another question that I really liked and appreciated was, what is some marriage advice that you could give? And I think that's a really good question, because as your relationship develops over time, we've been married for 8 years. It'll be 9 actually next month. So, and we've been together for almost 13 years.
Damn!
So we've had some time together to learn each other, and I'm sure obviously down the line there's going to be lots more wisdom and things to learn, but I would say my best advice for like a healthy, happy marriage is not just communication, but understanding. Because you can communicate to somebody and they might not understand. And so it's really important to not only communicate your feelings, your thoughts, your worries, your happiness, all those things, but also to make sure that your partner understands like everything you're saying, and making sure that you're saying it in a way that's kind and not like demeaning or be like talking down to the person. You really need to be on the same level.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think you have to be on the same page and work together in life. You really are a unit. And ultimately it's about making decisions together. If one person is going off and doing something selfish, then the other person is going to want to go off and do something selfish, and nobody's going to benefit from that.
The last thought on this is, it is work. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of patience, because anybody that's married will tell you that it's not easy. Like it's almost like a job. You have to work at it, and sometimes it's not fun, and sometimes it's really hard, and you just stick with it. You really do, unless something's really bad. Okay, we need a drink for this question.
Yes, we do. Because
this is a spicy one. Mom, click out right now. Okay, so this question is, which I love how she prefaces this. Tim wanted it spicy, so how to keep it spicy in the bedroom after marriage? I want to see what you're thinking.
Man, what can we say here?
Well, just like we were talking about marriage being like ups and downs, I feel like that's true in your intimate life too, because it really depends on how you're doing, like in life. If you're riding the wave and you're doing well and everybody's at peace and the family's good, no one's sick, like that could be, that's obviously going to be more successful when you feel like you can be calm and you can be relaxed. So it's way easier to be intimate during those times. So I think we really roll with the punches. There's times where we are not intimate at all because it's just stressful.
I know my answer though.
Okay, go ahead.
Marry a super hot babe.
Oh, honey.
I mean,
so
it's
sweet.
true. When you got a totally hot wife, it makes things really easy to keep things spicy.
Yeah,
so.
Tim definitely, he loves me in every way, and it does not take much for him to get excited. So I hope that answered your question. It's always a little awkward on the internet, but I'm pretty open about this stuff, so I don't mind. I think Tim's a little more shy.
Yeah, I'm not shy.
No? Okay. Who's the instigator and who's the peacekeeper?
It kind of depends.
I think
I would say
okay, go ahead, say it.
I was just gonna say I'm probably a peacekeeper.
Yeah.
That's just my personality is not one to want to have conflict, but
True.
You take a little bit more time when we're in an argument or whatever.
Yeah.
You need your space and you need more time, and I'm always there wanting to like solve the problem, which I've learned
Yes.
from. But you go ahead. What was your
Well,
thoughts?
I was going to say, I don't think there's an instigator in our relationship.
No.
I think it's maturity, really, because when you're younger, it's kind of like you want to instigate fights sometimes when you're upset instead of just solving the issue and tackling it right away. And so I know both, men and women will instigate little fights because they want to just get at them. And I think Tim and I have grown past that point where we don't really instigate anything. And I will say, I think we're both good at when we're wrong, we realize it and we apologize and we try to learn from that and we don't make the same mistakes again. All right, we have another juicy question. So this one is, what is something you do that turns Tim on and vice versa?
Okay.
I know my answer. So my answer is, if you've ever read the 5 love languages, I think mine's acts of service, and I'm telling you what, there's nothing sexier than seeing him, putting laundry away or washing the dishes or doing something that is unexpected, but it's helping me out in the house. And he's really good about that. So I think that is that's my biggest turn on, is having him think about me and help me out, and it just makes me feel very loved. So that's it.
I would say the thing that turns me on
Scared.
is when you take your shirt off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna move on from this one. Okay, all right. How much one-on-one time do you two get together most weeks?
Oh, that's a good one. We actually get quite a bit of one-on-one time.
We do.
We just have it in a structured format.
We prioritize our one-on-one time,
Yeah.
which is always after Benson goes to bed, which is right now. So we're spending our one-on-one time with you guys, but we definitely we have our little routine where if we have something that needs to get done, like fold laundry or do some dishes before we can relax, we'll come downstairs, we'll do that stuff, and then we will chill on the couch, watch some Netflix. Sometimes Tim will be doing something on the computer, and we'll be sitting together even if we're doing our own thing. So I think it's just nice to be together. And Tim works from home too, but he is recently in the office a lot.
Yes.
So
in personal home
I don't see him
office.
much during the day
office.
anymore.
I still am home though, which is nice. But I will say, I think when it comes to one-on-one time, we need to prioritize more time together with just me and you, going on more dates.
And we're in the, deep end of having a child. He's in school now, so it makes it harder, but you're right. We can take time on the weekends to go out and we will do that.
Get some
we always
food.
have fun. Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, we're having our first macaron, if you didn't notice.
All right, honey, this one's for you.
Okay.
It says, Tim, if you were to cook a romantic dinner for Katie, what would you make? This is a good one. I want to know what you would make.
Probably it'd be simple. It'd be pasta. Because it's not hard to mess up, first of all, and it's just delicious.
If you were to make a gourmet different type of dinner, what would you think to do? Maybe a baked potato.
A baked potato? Honestly, what I was thinking was to and it's still kind of along the lines of pasta, but make you that butternut squash ravioli, like the one we had in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
You absolutely raved about that.
That was
pumpkin?
so good.
It was pumpkin, wasn't it?
Yes, it's Monkey Pod in Maui, and wow, do they have the best pumpkin ravioli. My gosh, so good. Okay, I like this question too. It says, do you want more animals? A puppy for Benson. So if you don't know, we have 2 dogs, 2 Australian Shepherds, 2 cats that we rescued, and 3 chickens that live in our backyard in a coop that Tim built. So, you know what? I am a huge animal lover.
It's a no-brainer.
So much so that I have this want in my heart to rescue every animal, but I know my limits, and right now our house is very balanced. We have the 3 humans living in here, the 2 dogs balance each other out, the 2 cats. But I do
want another cat.
I do teeter on getting another cat.
Yeah.
Another dog, I would say probably not, because Australian Shepherds are extreme high energy. And we work these dogs. A lot of people notice how trained they are. It's because we make sure they have jobs.
I think the most important part is having 2 dogs and at least 2 cats. Because the 2 dogs, if they don't have another dog, like if it's only 1 dog, they're going after the cats. They don't have any other. It's the only entertainment they have is to
they
attack
still
the
go
cats.
after the cat.
But that's different. They have their main play buddy.
It's and it's all playful. They love each other. But
they're the best animals ever. But the cats, I feel like there could be a bunch of cats because they don't play as much together like dogs do.
Yeah, I know, it's true. So Tim actually offered to get me a cat for my birthday, and I said no, not yet, because we're in a good point right now, but soon enough, I will probably get another cat, or I will rescue one, find it on the street, and take it in. Okay, so this question is from Lori C. She asks, were you vegan when you and Tim started dating, and has that ever been an issue? Are you raising your son vegan, and why? So this is a good question. First of all, I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian, so I still eat eggs and I still eat cheese. And my son is also vegetarian so far.
By choice.
By choice.
Yeah.
Because we just want to let him make his own decision. So as far as right now, he gets offered anything and everything we have, including the meat that Tim eats. And we also offer him anything and everything that I eat. So he just hasn't really, he's tried meat a couple times. He didn't like it. So we're letting him make his decision, but he keeps telling us when he gets older, he'll want to try meat. So we'll see.
Who knows?
But yeah, we don't care either way.
He's a healthy kid, let me tell you. That boy has energy for days.
Yeah. And yes, I was vegetarian when I met Tim. I've been vegetarian for 20 years. So we've always lived together harmoniously.
20 years.
As a meat eater and a vegetarian.
Yes, 20 years. And I think one of the things that's really made it work, and I think that people don't always understand when they see that you're a vegetarian and I'm not, is that you've never once made me feel bad about eating meat.
Of course not.
And that's I think key for people to be able to get along with strictly different diets.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna finish it off with this last question, and it is, what is your vacation of a lifetime? Lynn Crooks asked us. So I think we're on the same page in this, or unless I don't know.
We vacation together really well, so yeah, go ahead. I know what the answer is.
Okay.
Bora Bora?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so we've been talking about wanting to go to Bora Bora and staying in one of the huts, like on the water, and we might do that for our 10-year anniversary. So this is 9, so it would be next year. And we would just take a week off, just the 2 of us, which we very, very, very rarely do. We take Benson pretty much everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Traveling, we love taking him traveling because he does so well too. But it would be nice to just have the 2 of us be able to go to a really dreamy place.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
We've been talking about it forever.
Yeah, years and years.
So Bora Bora is like the bucket list dream vacation. And so we figured, hey, 10-year anniversary, what better opportunity to do it big. So we'll see. Time will tell, but that's kind of the dream.
That's the goal. I want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day and a special shout out to Lisa Towen. I am thinking about you, girl, and I hope you get out of the hospital soon. Please let us know in the comments how you're doing. So with that, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.